Hey guys, Revan here, and welcome back to MC Eternal episode 15, where today we're going to continue with Tech Reborn and ultimately try to get that power armor. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's see what we can't get done. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, I think the last time we left off, we were just about to get into the water grinding, if I'm correct. So let me just look this up real quick. So okay, so now we need reinforced machine casings and an industrial grinder. So for these, we will need steel plates. And for the grinder, diamond grinding head. Those look like they're going to be interesting here. So let's see. The steel plates are made in thermal expansion compactor with steel. Okay. That's one thing that I've never been a huge fan of, is when mod packs make you use other machines to make their machines. Like, it's kind of, I've always kind of more enjoyed it where it says, okay, you know, I want you to make this in order to make this machine, in order to make this machine, in order to make this machine. Kind of like, you know, how Ender IO does it. You need to make the sag mill in order to make the dies, in order to make the more advanced machines. So it always just kind of breaks the immersion, if you want to call it that, of the actual mod that you're playing when you have to go outside of it to do something. But since we seem to be stuck on this compactor, do we have any upgrades available for thermal? Okay, well, we got a lineup of upgrades here for our thermal machine. We can go hardened, reinforced, and signalum. I could go higher. It wouldn't be difficult for me, but I really don't feel the need for it. And then we're just going to toss in 3-speed upgrades. Again, we're not worried about the power consumption. You know, max power is going to be 200 RF a tick. We're making 400,000 RF. If we really wanted to, we could turn our fusion reactor on. We're not worried about power here. We're just worried about getting this done and getting it knocked out fairly quickly. All right. So back to the reinforced. We're going to need 6 per. And how many did it say it wanted us to make? It wasn't too many. It was 8. So we're only going to need 12 of the casings. We are going to need 4 of the advanced circuits though. And we're going to need, I don't know if we have enough of, I guess we do have enough of the advanced. There we go. All right, so you are done. And what does our industrial grinder want? So we need a grinder and we just took this off of our board. See, like, this is the kind of thing it wants. It wants you to make more of the same mod in order to make the machine. It's a little bit of a pain because considering we just made the electrolyzer, now we have to make another one, but I can respect it. So let's make 2 of you. Add you back to the list just so I don't have to keep going back and forth here. Okay, so I ran into an interesting thing while attempting to make up the grinder. The grinder needs some glass fiber cables, which aren't difficult to make. It's really not. It's just some glass, redstone, and a diamond. The iron furnace, we've already made one of those. Don't have to say anything about the flint. But the basic circuit board. So the basic circuit board is going to require refined iron plate and an electrum plate. And they're going to have to be combined in an assembly machine. So assembly machine is something that we need to add to our list of things to do. I'm guessing, okay, so we can either use refined iron plates or we can use aluminum. How do I make the refined iron? So I can make that in plate bending. Okay, or in a compactor. So I can either use, all right, well, I say we use the compactor since we're already using that. So let me grab some of the refined iron we got here, and we'll toss you in there, and then we can grab the steel plates out. Another thing that I realized that I can do, I'm going to choose not to, just because of the fact that, you know, the point of this is that, you know, we're working our way through and learning Tech Reborn. But the industrial grinder can be purchased in the shop for 1,500 coins. So I could easily get that. I'm going to choose not to, and I'm going to just stick with trying to learn what this mod is all about. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. All right, so assembly machine. Any chance we have everything that we need? Ooh, look at us go. All right, so let us not break you. And did we already put our conduit away? It looks like we did. Conduits, where'd you go? And really? Is this not? Oh, this is the wrong one. Let's try that again. Conduits. Let's go. And where did you go? Assembly machine. Yeah, you can go right there. So then, let's see. What did we need? It was the grinder, it was the basic circuit. So we need refined iron plates, which we have, and we need electrum plates. So let's grab us some electrum, which we still have a little bit left, and we'll just toss a stack in there. And then, let's see, it was, I don't remember if it was multiple of each. Let's see. Oh, all right, so it was 1 and 2. All right. So this one is going to be extra. We'll take that guy out. Okay, well, we got our 2 basic circuits here, which means that we can then, should be able to make our grinder. Yes, we can. Just make sure it's not a quest. And then the industrial grinder should, look at that go. So the industrial grinder is another one of the multi-block structures. So I'm thinking we just build this guy right over here. We're gonna set this one back a little bit though, because its build is a little bit strange for me. So in order to build this, you put 3 blocks on the bottom, or 3 rows of 3 blocks of the standard machine casing on the bottom of the build. And then the middle block, I think, is the reinforced machine casings. Let's see this. There's a little bit of back and forth as to whether these are advanced or reinforced. So we're going to try the reinforced first. Okay, so it's incomplete, which means that these center blocks need to actually be the advanced casings. Do we have enough to make those? All right, so we need data control circuits. How many we're gonna need? So 4 of the data control circuits, and each one of them need data storage circuits. Let's see. Or we can use a processor circuit board and a data. So processor circuit board, you need to find. Oh, wait, no. Platinum and advanced electronic circuit. Highly advanced machine frame can make advanced machine casings, or reinforced can make the advanced machine casings. So how do we make these guys? Emerald plates. All right. Well, looks like I got a little bit of crafting to do, so guess what? I'm gonna get to crafting, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I did a little bit more digging, right? And as I'm kind of glad that I did. It just didn't seem right that it was asking for the advanced machine casings, especially because it had me make the 8 reinforced machine casings that I need for this middle layer. And I did a little bit more digging. It turns out the center block, instead of air, needs to be water. And once that's the case, the actual structure will form. Now, let's just see about making this a little bit prettier. You know what? We're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna put you there because you guys are just ruining everything in here with how you look. So I suppose we could cover this up with white panels and whatnot, but I'm still not 100% sure as to if I'm going to need to access this in any way, shape, or form. Power wise, let's just grab a point for you. And that should solve any power issues that you have. You can just go up there. All right. What's next in our world of, oh my gosh, these things are overly pleasant to make. We're only about halfway done with all of these. I mean, carbon plates and advanced alloy plates, those are all things that I'm assuming we're going to need all these guys to make. But the vacuum freezer is good. Looks like it's going to be another multi-block. What do we have? Implosion compressor, I know, is a multi-block. I believe it just needs to be placed on the 9 reinforced machine casings. The plate bending, that's just a standalone machine, so we can put this on the wall over here and not really have to worry about anything. But let's add the vacuum freezer, and we should already have these added up, I think. Yeah, we do. And implosion is also going to be the reinforced, but we need to make the implosion compressor. And then the rest of the stuff will be made. The ultra tools, advanced drill, I already actually have it. I've gotten it multiple times from the black market chest. I don't think I have the chainsaw though. So let's see here. Implosion compressor, vacuum freezer. So we need steel plates, advanced alloy, which is mixed metal smelted up. We need 4 of those. So let's grab some mixed alloy. We'll just do 4 for now. And then let's see, vacuum freezer. We're gonna need 2 of the advanced. I know we are running out of rubber here, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. Reinforced glass is advanced alloy plates with glass. Okay. So we're gonna have to just toss the rest of our mixed metal since it seems like we're gonna need it. I should have done that in the first place, but you know, I'm not the fastest person when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that is 2 of the advanced alloy plates at Tech. And let's just grab 2 of you guys and toss you in our compactor here. And we'll have some extra emerald plates because we didn't actually have to make that. Now let's make, luckily we get 7 glass from this. And we need 2 more extractors. I'm getting really good at making these tree taps, I tell you what. Okay, we now have our vacuum freezer. Let's take you guys up, take you off of our list. And implosion. So we're gonna need 2 more of the advanced, and we don't actually have any more of the regular ones. And just make a few more of the wiring. This is pretty intensive when it comes to the crafting, as you can tell. There is lots of little things that you end up going back and forth to make, so, but I can appreciate that in a mod. I really can. 1, 2, and what are we missing in the center? A compressor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How many can we make? 26? Thank you. We'll take it. It's not like we're not going to use them. Compressor and implosion. So then we need 9 reinforced, and we need another 9, so we need 18 of the reinforced casings, which again are going to be our steel plates. And Yeah, that's about it. So we're probably gonna have to grab some more steel here and run that through our compactor. We're also running a little bit low on steel. I'm trying to figure out why our steel essence is so low, considering the fact that we have the seeds. We have the seeds running inside of our farm. So we should have a lot more than 2048 steel essence, but it is what it is, I guess. I think we should have enough of it to make our way through here. Okay. Oh yeah, reinforced. So we need, what did I say, 18 of them. So we're going to need to make 5. So we're going to need 10 of the advanced electrical circuits. I have not heard a slime around me for quite some time. I'm guessing it's above me. Throw you in there. There we go. 20. All right, those should be done. I'm gonna go up and kill this slime real quick. That was kind of weird. Not too long ago, I flew up and just erased the slime island that was pretty much above my base, because I did get tired of the slime dropping down on me. And so I hadn't heard slime actually spawning on the surface in quite some time. But yeah, he was just kicking it up over here, which was pretty much directly under where the slime island was. And yeah, so I politely asked him to leave. I explained that, hey, you know, I am recording an episode because, you know, I am a really big YouTube star and I can't have you just squishing around in the background, so please leave. And he said, okay. And he left. There was no swords, there was no violence involved. It was completely, you know, a two-sided conversation. That's exactly what happened. That's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, slime gone. Okay, plate bending. All right, so we need to make the plate bender, and then I think we're done actually making machines. Unless I missed something here. Implosion, plate bending. We're gonna need 2 of the compressors, right? Yeah. Uno and dos. And there we go. I'm just gonna check to make sure we didn't make the plate bender before. All right, so Mr. Plate Bender, you can go right here along with some power, and that's where you're gonna live. And where's the machine that had 3? You had 3, so I'm just gonna move you over there. And we're gonna need some more bauxite and some more of the empty cells. Let's there we go. We'll trade you and we'll swap you guys out. So hydrogen, bauxite, cells, compressed air. Now, how much titanium do I actually have? I have 20 of the small, and that just gets me the titanium dust, which I forget. Titanium dust is smelted into 1 titanium ingot. Blast furnace, also 1 ingot. I'm just seeing if there's any way that we can double this. It doesn't look like there is. So I think industrial blast furnace. I say we try this thing out and see what it does. Just to make sure. 1,500 heat. Okay, so we are good on heat. And that is going to be the slowest thing in the world. Okay. You do you, and I'm going to do like 5 other episodes, and then we'll come back when our titanium is done. Oh, and how much of that do we need? 8? Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay. Carbon plates. So we need to put carbon mesh through our compressor, and carbon mesh is carbon fibers, and that's pulverized coal. So that shouldn't be too easy. Shouldn't be too difficult to make. So So let's just make up, hello, thank you, some of you, and then that should give us our 32 plates, or cart 32 mesh. Then we can go to our, where is our compressor, toss you in there, and we're not using you right now. So we'll toss the overclocker in here. It's gonna be funny because I'm gonna read up on this mod more so than I've done already, which, you know, is like almost nothing right now, later on, and I'm gonna find out that these overclockers do nothing for speed. that's gonna be my curse, because it just seems like it's increasing the amount of power. All right, so while we're waiting for that, what else do we need? We need 32 of the advanced alloy plating. So we're gonna need more of the mixed metal. So let's just make up that real quick, because that we can knock out really quickly. We only need 32 of you. I don't want to overuse it because I don't want to have to keep making you. But let's just toss that in our compactor, and that should give us our plates that we need. And what else are we looking at here? We're looking at 8 chrome, 8 tungsten. So this is, we're gonna need the blast furnace, and we're gonna need to upgrade the blast furnace in order for this one to work. Chrome dust is gotten from ruby dust, or boy, ruby dust. We're gonna find some ruby dust, and get that squared away. All right, so a lot of this is just going to be a little bit odds and ends, using these machines and, you know, trying to get everything that we need. So because of the fact that all I'm really waiting on here is the time to grind all of these things up, as you can see, the rest of these is just plates. I'm going to work to get these things completed here, and then I'm going to bring you guys back as soon as they are done. So bear with me, I'll be right back. So I'd like to sit here and tell you guys that me coming back here was something that was relatively quick. However, that's not the case. Not even close to the case. That took me an exceedingly long time. The first issue I ran into was the hot tungsten steel ingots require a base heat of 3000. So I had to go and upgrade all of the casings. I started with the reinforced casings. That didn't get me to 3000. And then I switched over to the advanced machine casings, and that got me to exactly 2,880, I believe. So I was still shy. I was still shy of 3000 heat. So that led me down this rabbit hole, which led me down this rabbit hole, which eventually led me back up to Google. And after reading a few forums, they said, hey, go to the heating elements. So they said to make a couple of these Canthal heating coils, which aren't too bad. It's just aluminum and chrome and some refined iron. So I had to make some more chrome in the electrolyzer, and the aluminum we already had just because that was a byproduct. And obviously the refined iron is easy. But I made up 3 of these, and I clicked them on the industrial blast furnace. And it doesn't show anything, like it doesn't say, hey, there's heating coils or anything like that in here, but it raised my heat up. So now I'm producing 3,880 heat, which was enough to make the hot tungsten steel. And then I had to go and make the brass ingots, which again was not fun. And then I needed zinc, which apparently we don't have a lot of zinc. It's not something that you can relatively easily get. So I had, I think, literally just enough zinc to get done what I needed to get done. But I got that set up. I figured out the implosion compressor. it needs the reinforced machine casings. So kind of the same thing, 3x3x3, except it has to be underneath the implosion compressor, and then the middle block is just empty. So I had to use this a few times to get the things that I needed, and then I had to end up making one of the advanced chainsaws because I didn't have one of those, but those weren't difficult. I already had a steel chainsaw from random drops that I've gotten, so I just made that into the diamond chainsaw and then just converted that into the advanced chainsaw. So it wasn't too bad, but grinding everything up, separating everything, taking it back over, smelting it, bringing it back in to make plates, yeah, it took a long time because these machines, even with 4 of the overclockers in every machine, these things are not fast. I ended up finally figuring out that I had this thing called time in the bottle, which I have had since pretty much day 1 of the pack and always forget to use. So that helped out during, I'd say about the last 5 minutes when I had it. But yeah, I never did set up the freezer or anything like that. But I don't think we're going to need it. I was looking at the power armor recipes. Oh, let me come back here. And so advanced alloy plating, we've been making that left and right. The iridium alloy plating, we still have some of that left. The processor, again, not difficult. It's just a platinum plate and an advanced electric circuit, which is easy to make. It just takes time to make. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start crafting up the items that I need to make the power armor. Start tossing them all in the machines, and then once I get those, I will bring you guys back for the crafting. So BRB, guys. And I think that should do it. I believe we have enough of what we need in order to craft everything up here. Let's see. First off, the helmet, we have that. Let's make the chest plate, which again is 4 advanced alloy plates, iridium alloy plate, osmium chest plate, and the processor, which was just the advanced processor, along with a platinum plate. That was fairly easy to make. And let's see, the legs. So most of these are going to be fairly easy as far as resources. The electronic circuits, you know, as you've seen, they're really quite simple to make. It's just some rubber coated wire, and that's really about it, and some copper. And then silver, you should have enough. The power fists, I noticed that even if I put the advanced drill in here, it doesn't make it. So I'm going to venture a guess and say that this needs to be crafted in the power armor table, which, yep, we made the zombie electrode, which is just a zombie skull, some energetic alloy, a few silicone, and a basic compressor in the slice and splice. The arcane technology, you get that from the Neo-Ratlantians that we killed earlier, and then obviously just some emerald plates and steel. So I don't want to say a simple recipe, but a recipe that should be fairly easy to obtain. So if we place down this armor, what is this? Boots. Okay, so I'm guessing these are upgrades, cosmetic, energy storage. Okay. Keybinds, I have no clue. Visual, yeah, I have no idea how to use this. I thought this was just going to be another workbench, but it looks like it's the ability to adjust our armor. Jet boots are not as strong as a jetpack, but they should at least be as strong. Let's see. Shock absorbers. We have a glider, we have a parachute, and we have a jetpack. Should allow you to jump indefinitely, or at least until. So in order to install that, we need to put 4 ion thrusters onto it. Now the ion thrusters, I haven't looked at, but I think that's I think it's a quest. Okay, or they can be bought for 1,000. You know what? Okay. Place your bets down in the comments below. When I check my balance, will it still be there? All right, you got it. Let's see. For those of you who guessed, no, you are correct. So let's set our money. I don't even remember where it's at. Let's just say 68,000. And let's actually put our name in here. There we go. Now let's try this. This is actually getting a little bit old. Ion thruster. How many do we need? 4? Accept. All right. So, also, is that a quest for anything? I don't think so. But, all right. So if we go to our chest plate and we select backpack, and then we install those, let's see, energy stored 0, slot points 1, armor 0 points. Yeah, I'm gonna have to research this because this doesn't. I'm not really getting this. I'm assuming these are all things that we can add into it. But if I were to put you on, first off, no install. Okay, so you need power modules. All right. So how much are ultimate batteries? And you need an EV capacitor. So let's look up EV capacitor here. Okay, so we need some wiring, HV capacitor, a computer chip, copper wire. Let's just see what happens, how far along this this rabbit hole we can actually get. All right, so we're gonna need wiring for that as well. So we're gonna need 6, 8, at least 8 wires. All right, well, let's just do 2 in case we need it, and just making sure we didn't actually have one of these. So electronic energy orb. Oh boy, chrome ingots. So that's gonna, yeah, that's that's about as far down as that rabbit hole we can get, because we're gonna need to grind up a bunch more chrome before we can get there. But it's definitely something that we might want to play around with later, because it does seem to have a lot of options. I don't know how much armor that's gonna offer us, but based upon how hard it is to craft, I'm thinking that it might be pretty good. So let's see everything that we got knocked out here. What happened? Okay, I'm gonna try this. Collect 23 rewards. We got money and a vampire stabber, and we still have to go through and do each one of these individually, like always. So, soulstone, lots and lots of rewards that we got coming our way, and hopefully we will actually get something halfway decent. But I'm not going to hold my breath, since these are just the normal loot rewards here. Check. All right, well, our inventory is full. We got a shader, a summoner orb. We can toss all this good stuff in there. We'll play with the power armor a little bit later. I do want to... No, I don't want the time in the bottle up there. Give me back. Okay. And there is one other thing that I want to check once we get all these rewards collected here. I'm going to try to go into creative mode and pull out an empty advanced drill and see if that will actually complete the quest, or the craft for the power gloves. But before I do that, that should be good. And what do we got over here in magic and spells? Vampire Slayer. Okay. So we got a vampire stabber, and it finished off a quest for us. Cool. All right, so power gloves. Let's take you and toss all you guys back in here. And then it was the advanced. How did my time in the bottle end back up in there? Advanced drill and time in a bottle. This time, please stay in my inventory. All right. let's actually try this in a normal crafting bench, because I have run into the fact where for whatever reason certain items don't want to craft up inside of the ME system. Okay, so that's not working. So what we're gonna do is we are going to turn our little cheaty mode on here, and then we're going to type in advanced, and we're going to find our drill. Okay, so again, I'm not sure if this is because I have wireless power on, and so the moment this pops into my inventory, it gets charged up, and that's why it's not creating this. But you know, we've seen this before. Hopefully if you guys are playing this, you have enabled cheats so that you can go into your op settings and pull out one of these advanced drills, or you could possibly try making this with your wireless charging turned off and see if that does anything at all. But I will forewarn you that I tried that with the mechanism smelting factory, and it didn't work either. A completely empty one didn't do anything. So we're going to take that out, and we're going to come over here and throw away this drill since we cheated one in, and then we're also going to turn you off. But yeah, we made it all the way through Tech Reborn, and it was fun. It was interesting. It is a bit grindy, but at the same point in time, I can appreciate the grind. Sometimes I do like that, as long as the payout is worth it. So I'm going to do a little bit of researching on the power armor in my off time. And when I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing with it, I will bring that up in one of the follow-up episodes to kind of show you guys what it can and can't do. And is it worth it? Is it going to be better than my Flux Infused jetpack? Along with my Supremium armor. And don't forget, in this pack we can also make the End Steel armor, which is, you know, a one-up of the Dark Steel armor. So that is going to have a lot of perks that the power armor might have as well. So as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you happen to like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps the channel out a lot. And in the meantime, stay awesome, stay safe, and I'll see your faces later.